everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I mentioned in a video quite some time ago that when I ran out of shrink wrap bags that I was going to stop using plastic. And that day is upon us. With that sale, I was able to use up the final amount of these bags that I had. And for me, that's a great thing. Now, I'm still going to be wrapping my soaps, and that's sort of what this video is about. But I will no longer be shrink wrapping except by special request. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there are folks out there that only want their soaps wrapped in plastic, and they will and if they state they'll recycle the plastic, I'm not opposed to doing it for them. But as my primary means of packaging soap, I will not be using plastic. And I'm trying to do as much of a reduction as I can. Now, obviously, there are some ways we can't avoid plastic, right? With the bags, the flat rate padded envelopes sold by the post office, those are plastic. Could we switch to cardboard boxes? Yes, but at some expense. It certainly wouldn't be as economical for us, and for some folks that's just not a possibility. However, as I've shown in other videos, I try to recycle used shipping bags. I use old Amazon bags or remove the labels, and I use those for internal bags, sometimes for my grab bags inside a box with other things. You know, I will try where I can. I am not perfect. I'm not going to say that I don't have plastic in my life. Everything in our lives is plastic, from the television to the toilet seat, right? I mean, there is plastic all through our lives, and there's hardly any way to avoid it. At least within our generation and perhaps even the next. But can we reduce a little bit? Sure, why not? When there are literally islands of plastic in our oceans. I live in the state of Texas, which is the largest state in the continental United States. And there is an island of plastic in the Pacific that is the size of my state. That is incredible to me, and you can look this up on YouTube or Google it or watch the news. This is not new news. Plastics end up in our oceans, and so if I can do a little tiny bit, that's something. And maybe it will influence one or two other people to do the same. I don't know. And you know, I am a tree hugger, but maybe that has a different meaning for me. I love trees and I love growing them, but I also love wood. I have a homemade wood table that's made of my very wood. And yes, am I perfect? By no stretch. But anyway, so I thought I would show you all my way of cutting back on plastics. And this is just a few of my soaps. What's left after, now these had not cured by the time I had my sale. Thank goodness I have some left. I have 5 of the potato bars left, and I have this, how many do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the Eastern spices soap. And so what I'm going to do, and these had not even been wrapped by the time I had that sale either, but I did get rid of some of these then. Anyway, where I'm going with all this is I'm going to show you what I do. Is it the prettiest? Nope. Is it of the standards of our lovely Miss Patty? Not yet, but I'm going to try. Patty, I aspire to be as great a rapper as you are. Am I as great as Ophelia's? Goodness no, and I never will be. I'm glad that there are artists like her out there, both in her soap making and in her rapping. That ain't me, but let me show you what is me. A paper shopping bag. And I've already shipped out a few of these to folks, and I've got back some good feedback. So I hope you feel the same way. Now, you can even display them in your market. in one of these bags, have one naked one out or one shrink wrapped, all right, and then the rest of them in paper bags, and sell these to the public. People will love this because it's still protected from dust and fingerprints and all those kind of nasty things. Well, here, let me show you. So I simply slide it into this small bag, and I get these bags for under a penny a piece. Are shrink wrap bags a little less than that? Yes, they are, but I'm willing to spend a penny a bag for this purpose. Now you can use whatever you want. I use labels that I stamp with my acorns in it, and I just do various colors just for fun. Sometimes for the holidays I may switch it up a little, but basically I seal it with this, a paper label. Then on the other side, well, here, these are kind of in the way here. I shouldn't be doing this on top of them, perhaps. Okay. Then take a label like so, and there it's done. So it is completely safe from dust, from fingerprints, and all those things. It's clearly labeled. And what I like about this too, over using plastic, is when they open this up and remove the soap, they still have an intact label. They don't have to mess with the plastic. When they're done, they can throw this in the garden and let it just dissolve in the garden. These labels are totally paper, and the glue that's in them is completely compostable, so it will completely disappear. The same with this one. So I'm trying to use things. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is a good idea? Would you buy soaps like this if you were to go somewhere and purchase them? You know, I think that it's the way of the future. I really do think that we have to do something, and we don't have to be radicals. We don't have to be freakish souls, you know, that are, you know, completely living in a pit of mud without any man-made products. Man-made products serve a purpose. They keep us alive, right? Without man-made products, we would all be living in caves. So there is a purpose behind making things ourselves. And should we make them out of safer and more responsible things? Yes, absolutely, we should. But until that happens, we all have to do our part. That's my feeling on this. And if this is all I have to do, you know, what's the big woo, right? So I've put a poll on this video. If you just click the little eye at the top of the video, take your mouse and hold it at the top of this video, and you'll see a little eye. If you click on that, there's a poll there. Let me know your thoughts. Do you prefer them wrapped in plastic or paper or completely naked? Let me know, because I think this would help me and perhaps other soapers too. So let me know your thoughts, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you all back soon. Goodbye.